Hey, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you the 4 key ingredients that you need to smash your income goal. My name's Adam, the Roof Strategist, and I help salespeople and sales teams reach peak performance, have fun doing it, and smash their income goals. We're noticing a theme here. Hey, this video was inspired by you, the fans, because this week alone, I got about 3 to 4 emails from subscribers who are either brand new in the industry or seasoned and wondering if they're on track, if they're doing well enough, if they're making enough sales. And one woman reached out, she says, Adam, I'm so excited to be in roofing sales because I know I can earn a lot of money, but I'm really confused about the path to get there. So if you've ever had these questions, what do I do? How do I earn a lot? Am I on the right track? Am I doing the right things every day? This video is for you because I'm going to be leaving you with these 4 key ingredients and steps that you can take right now to bring it to life. And I do recommend stick around through the end of the video because I'm going to be sharing some tips to help you fast track this whole process. So let's jump right in. And before we do, one more thing. A lot of people make this one huge mistake in this industry. And it goes like this. I'm going to work really hard and make a lot of money. And what happens is not all work is created equal. Not all time is created equal. And you can end up burning the candle at both ends and not making sales. So the first thing you need is a clear goal. And with that goal, you know exactly how much money you need to be chasing, how much money you need to make. Is it $65,000, $100,000, $125,000? But most people don't have a clear goal. They just say, I want to do better than I'm doing before or better than last year. And what you need is an exact answer to what that number means for you. What is that clear goal? So, what is it? Now write it down. If you haven't already done it, check out the Pitch Like a Pro Roofing Sales Training video library. I have an entire section in there on goals and motivation to help you identify those income goals so you can create that plan, which was teasing into part 2. So first, get that clear goal. How much money do you want to earn in this industry? And instead of having just this clear goal as this thought, it's important to write it down. Now, I believe it was Zig Ziglar that says you cannot hit a target you can't see. And quite frankly, I actually just got back from the shooting range blowing off some steam this morning, shooting my rifle. And I'm sitting there and believe it or not, true story, brand new rifle, my optics weren't dialed in. So the reticle was a little out of focus. In the first few rounds, they just said, hey, I just want to throw some rounds down range. They were all over the place until I dialed things in. So you need to do this for your income goal. Get it dialed and write it down as if you have already achieved it. Not, I want to earn $100,000. I have earned $100,000 by a certain date. Next, what you need to do is turn that goal into an actual plan. And this is where most people go wrong. They don't get how to make the goal into a plan. And it's tough. And frankly, I have a formula that I've used with salespeople that I'm going to show you how you can get access to as well, that will take your total, and you can create this, okay? Take that income goal. I recommend, by the way, doing it in 3 tiers. What do you need to make? What's that baseline? Then, what's your goal? So let's say you need to earn $65,000, but your goal is 100. Maybe your stretch goal is 140. Write down your income goals, okay? What you need, goal, stretch goal, then your average commission. And what you'll be left with is how many sales you need. Well, great. Well, now we need to reverse engineer, meaning build backwards a plan to get there. In other words, the same way of saying, I want to drive from here to there. Well, you need to know your destination first, and then the directions all fall into place. So when you go about it this way, you can turn that goal into an actual plan. And by doing that, you now know, okay, I need this many sales. By the way, worst case scenario, plan on a 50% close rate. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, Adam, you should be closing more than 50. I agree. But you do not want to overestimate. It's always better to have conservative estimates because the last thing you want to do is run out of gas before you get to your destination. Oh, I think I can make it there. And then you run out of gas beforehand because something holds you up. Maybe you got stuck in traffic too long or there's a detour. There's always something unforeseen that's going to knock you off course. And in fact, Brian Tracy, in his book called Flight Plan, he said that most airplanes are off course 97 to 99% of the time before they reach their destination. They're blown off course by wind or turbulence. They have to go up and down or other air traffic. Things happen. So you need to have that plan to get there. Conservatively, 50% close rate. So now you need 100,000 in sales. I'm going to use even numbers. Average commission's $1,000. You need 100 sales. Great. How do you get there? Well, first thing is how many appointments? 50% close rate. You need to have 200 inspections. Then this begs the next question, how many inspections do you need? Excuse me, how many touches, door knocks, direct mail letters, letter leave behinds, cold calls, networking do you need to do to get to those 200 appointments? Because ultimately, you want to focus on those 200 appointments. Well, the answers to those varies for each individual, each market. The general rule of thumb I use is about 60 touches per appointment. Not all touches are the same, right? Being out in front of people, you can go knock 100 doors. If no one's home, it doesn't matter. So there are averages that I've equated, and I do have a formula and a spreadsheet that you might be able to get access to help do that. But just use your numbers. Keep track of these things, and you can create that plan, all right? And that brings us to number 3, is the training that you need. And I hear this all the time. People say, hey, I had this objection. How do I overcome it? How do I approach sales in a really busy time? Like right now, I'm getting this question a lot. And stay tuned, videos coming up on that as well. You know, how do you stand out and differentiate yourself? There's 3-4 months after a storm. It's been really saturated. You need the training. And guess what? You're in the right place. So if you haven't already done it, subscribe to the channel. Click the button, click the bell, get notified. You won't miss a thing. That's how you stay top notch on your skills. Okay? This is a never-ending process. No matter how good you are, I am always training my mind. I'm training my skills. I'm always wanting to level up. All right, and that brings us to the 4th thing that you need, which is access to the resources. Now, this is a large umbrella of things when I say resources. What do resources mean? Okay, this could be as simple as access to a truck and a ladder. You need that, and a cell phone, to your computer to be able to communicate. Those are the basic necessities, right, to a company to sell for. But beyond that, what other resources do you need? Is it a CRM, a customer relationship management system, or is it access to Hail Map so you know where you're going to be deploying your efforts? And then it goes into the marketing and sales side, which is the actual marketing material. And a shameless plug, that's what the marketing battle pack is. And by the way, it is available now, 0% financing for 6 months through PayPal. There's a link on the page along with a bunch of testimonials you can take a look at. So whatever those resources are, there's all these different pools of resources. My sweet spot, that's sales and marketing. So if you need a CRM, you need to go get it. You need to have access to the resources for you to hit that goal, all right? No matter what it is. Now, there's one common thread that runs between all 4 of these things. And let's do a quick recap of what those 4 things were. We have, number 1, a clear goal. I have achieved this income by this certain date. Then we need to turn that goal into a plan. Ideally, this plan will break down into a day because it is much easier to follow a daily plan. Same thing if you want to get in the gym, get ripped, get stronger, lose weight, whatever it is. You are not just going to say, oh, well, you know what? One day I'll lose 30 pounds. I lost 30 pounds. You know what it took? A plan. I had a workout routine. I monitored my food intake so I could lose weight the right way. Every day was an activity, not just I'm going to go willy-nilly and try to lose weight and see what happens. And you know what else I did? I monitored my progress by jumping on a scale every day to keep myself on track so I didn't have a cheat day and go off crazy. All right? And just like with selling, you follow the plan and then you have to monitor your progress daily, weekly. Stay on target, which brings us again to number 3, the training you need. You're here getting it. Stay tuned, subscribe, all right? Then the last thing is those resources. So what is the common thread between all those? They are all tied together by one thing, and that is a system or a strategy. I call them strategies because the difference between a system and a strategy is a system. There's a variety of different systems that can be in place. A door knocking system, a direct mail system, a cold call system, a client organization system, a referral system. But when you loop all of those systems together into one thing, that becomes a complete strategy, and that is what you need. And I encourage you to put it together from this video. And if you are interested, I do have an exciting announcement where I am releasing that exact strategy. So if you're thinking, yes, I want to make $100,000 in sales. Yes, I want a clear path to follow. Yes, I want help breaking this down into a daily plan. And yes, I want access to those resources and tying this all together into a complete strategy. Well, guess what? It's coming to you September 10th. And it's called Your Complete Sales Strategy. Everything you need to smash your income goals in the next 9 months. Now, of course, I am inviting you to participate in a program that will be an investment. However, everything that I just taught you in this video, there are a few of you watching that will put this together. And in fact, I get emails on a regular basis of people saying, Adam, I watched your videos, I love your strategy, I put together my own direct mail letters, they worked. I had another email this week. Guy says, Adam, I switched to the slap canvassing formula that you teach. I landed 3 inspections back to back. He was standing in front of one of the yard signs he had just signed. signed, and he said, thank you so much. So my point is this stuff works. You can piece it together. But for those of you that want to fast track it, for you individual sales reps, whether you're brand new or seasoned, or if you're an owner or sales manager and want your team to be following a cohesive strategy, then click the link below to get on the wait list, because it comes September 10th. The pricing is going to be ridiculously cheap. All right, it's going to be $597. However, as an early bird special, I'm running a $447 discount, so I'll save you $150. So if you get on that wait list, no obligation to buy, but you'll get notified of what's coming. It's $447, and I will have 0% financing for 6 months. And guess what? All my people out there that already have the battle pack, you're going to get an email, whether you have it or if you end up grabbing it before this program's released, to upgrade, so to speak, for just the price difference. And it won't always be like that, but for this first round, I do want to make this available and put it in your hands. So listen, guys, I've had enough telling you about something new that's coming. It's there to help you out. Now, you have two choices to make. Choice number one, do nothing and say, Adam, gosh, you promoted a product. And that's cool. If that's you, great. Go do your thing. If you're someone that says, hey, Adam, I love what you're teaching, I want to put it to use, do it. You don't need necessarily to invest in a program. You might be someone who's driven enough to put it together. And I've given you the framework in the outline to do that. And on the other hand, if you're someone who just kind of likes to fast track things and bypass the learning curve and use a system that's proven before you fumble on your own and stumble your way through it, which, believe me, I've done plenty of times, then this is something you may want to check out. And the last thing that I want to share with you is this. How I came to all these strategies might be a question you have. And here's the answer. I developed them on my own in the trenches selling roofs, okay? This isn't just theory. This isn't some dude on YouTube. I literally developed these. My company gave me door hangers. And I was like, no one's going to call off this. In fact, no one ever did. It screams marketing material. So I wrote my own letters. I started doing my own direct mail. I started my own cold calling. I started my own frameworks of presenting and pitching. And then before you know it, I was COO of a multi-state, multi-million-dollar company running a sales team of 30. And when I found that my passion was helping helping individual salespeople kick butt, that's when I went into the consulting side. After having that experience, after running a sales team and helping them make money, after helping us make millions and millions and millions. And since then, I've developed, continued to test, and continued to iterate these processes with roofing sales teams across the US and Canada. And to date, I have directed and driven over $100 million in sales. This stuff just works when you follow a system. And quite frankly, for anyone who's not in a position to invest or is hesitant, I recommend two things. One, get on the list just to see what it's all about. No obligation to buy. And number two, any system that you use is better than no system. So if you're more of a DIYer, get something down, even if it's not perfect, because it will be leaps and bounds ahead of what you're already doing. So the key takeaway is put this stuff to use right now on your own or get on the list. All right, because these are the 4 key ingredients that you need to smash your income goals. Without this, you will not get there predictably and reliably. So number 1 is set that goal, have it clear. Create a plan to get there and track your activities, and get the training you need, whether it's on this channel, whether it's audiobooks, podcasts. Just dump information into your brain and utilize your time driving in your truck. And then number 4, get access to all the resources you need, not just the marketing stuff, but everything else that you need. Thank you for joining me here. I cannot wait to join you on this journey. If you are interested in your complete sales strategy, click the link below, hop on that wait list, stay tuned. I've got awesome content. Thank you to you guys who've been emailing me and suggesting those. So drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Email me, adam@roofstrategist.com. And don't forget, get on that wait list now. Click the link in the video description to secure that $150 off coupon. And again, if you already have the battle pack, I will send you a private link to update for just the cost difference, which would be $97, only if you're interested. That is all. Thank you guys. Have an awesome rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you on the next one.